So this should just be a quick little video, not done anything like it before. Put one of them little malarkeys on my Instagram, the questions and answer things, obviously fragrance related generally, so I will try and answer them all. It was more than I expected, to be quite honest. Probably not the most interesting, exciting video, and no kind of fragrance reviews, and I will promise I'm going to have to keep it very brief because, yeah, otherwise the video will be about 4 hours long, won't it? So here goes. The first question is, what's my favourite dark scent? Well, my favourite dark scent would be Noir de Noir. I think we all know that. It's beautiful dark gothic rose, like a chocolatey patchouli, quite an earthy patchouli as well. It's dark, it's beautiful, it's bold, it's very me. So yeah, brief answer, but Noir de Noir from Tom Ford. So the next question is Rosia, underrated, overrated, or don't give 2 Fs? I haven't tried any Rosias, I'll be honest. I've tried an inspired version of them and I thought that was alright. Rosia is one I may put off till last. I think in my head I'll be disappointed like I am with Creed. I think they'll be down that route of kind of non-exciting fragrances for old people. Not old people, but middle class people who've done well and drive a Jaguar. Can't comment because I haven't tried them. I suspect they're probably overrated, but you pay for the packaging and the concept and the idea, and apparently uses better ingredients than everyone else, so I have no issue with the prices. I am interested in the new female range that's come out, but the sample sets again were, when you put in the postage, a little bit overpriced for 8 ml of fragrance is what I'll say, but I will get to it. I don't know, I'll reserve judgment, I can't say yet. So if I could spray our Jezza in the face with any perfume, what would it be? I'd accidentally spray him in the face with Office for Men. Let's just leave it at that. Power! Thanks. What would I scent 90s superstars Bewitched with? Well, they're Irish. So probably, actually, like, you think of Lucky Stars, don't you? So maybe Love Don't Be Shy layered with Green Irish Tweed. Needn't say any more. If I could be one fragrance reviewer for a day, who would it be and what would I do? Well, it's going to be 2. It's going to be Clemence and Sam, My World of Fragrance, for exactly the same reason, actually. To be that badass, to know that much, to have all them wonderful fragrances, just to learn from them a day and to, you know, wow people with my knowledge and everything else, as well as scare them a little bit as well. So them two, Clemence and Sam, My World of Fragrance. So yeah, you can probably tell these are all might be from the same person. So fragmental, predicted, questioning sense. Which would you snog, marry or kill? Well, this one did take some thought. Alright, I'd probably marry Tony Predicted. I'd probably snog Chris, cause he's smouldering. Whoa, boom. No. And I'd probably kill Matt from Questioning Sense. Sorry, Matt. But you know, I'd want your collection the most, really. So probably the only way to get it will be to kill you. So there you go. How many sprays? Nice simple one for me. We all know I'm a bit of a light sprayer. Normally 2 or 3. 2 if I'm just, you know, pottering about. 3 if I'm off out somewhere. It depends what it is. Sometimes I'd maybe go a bit heavy if I'm going somewhere exciting, you know, like the supermarket or the doctors. I might go 4. It depends what it is as well, doesn't it? But generally, I'm quite a light sprayer. Why don't I show my mug in my woodland wanderings? Well, 1, because I'm naked, and 2, because I wouldn't want to give anybody any nightmares. Simple answer. How many Killians do I own? Long answer to that question. I think when I did that video at Christmas, I probably had, I think it was about 40-ish, like under 5 mils. I probably have around about 20-ish, 7.5 the travel ones. I think it was about 8, 9 maybe. The refills, and it was it 11 full bottles, full presentation-y kind of things. So about that many, however many that many is. Which Killian is my absolute top favourite? This is going to come in little bits, obviously, as you know. I couldn't give a straight answer to this. Rolling in Love is my favourite by miles. And I think Imperial Tea also is up there. Imperial Tea then overlaps with what I think the best Killian fragrances are, in my opinion. I think Imperial Tea is because it's so spot on, such a perfect jasmine tea, that would have to be one. Also, I think Pearl Oud is also one of the best they've ever made, because it's just the most magnificent, wearable, beautiful, authentic kind of oud fragrance. And the one I most want to try actually is Cruel Intentions, but once they've gone, they're not easy to get hold of. So this is an interesting one. Which fragrance profile or aspects of Killian do you think are still lacking? Well, this is going to be a long one, isn't it? I won't go too much into it. For everyone says performance, that to me isn't an issue. And some of my favourite Killians, that's not what they're about. They're about the beauty, the kind of artistic quality in them. That's why the Narcotics range is probably my favourite. There's a lot of really good, well made, perhaps softer, you'd say, fragrances in that range. And same with the freshies as well. The fresh ones, they're very well. They're not my favourite, but they're very well made, etc. The ouds were beautiful master creations, and that. Now, this is where is this Estee Lauder? Probably, in my subjective opinion. Money, must sell, which I always look at it from a positive point of view. That means maybe there's more money and more scope to be creative, because the money ones are kind of paying for it. Now the sellers and the new liqueurs and stuff are the big popular ones, the big beast ones, Black Phantom, Angel Share, the new ones, the more famous ones and the big hyped ones are the stronger ones, which tend to be kind of from that range actually. And this is where I think Killian is lacking. The apple brandy on ice, yes, I've only tried it once and it was on skin. No. Why really? Same with the vodka on the rocks. It was nice to have one like that, one that was, let's face it, designed to be a mass appealer to the mass market and that. A good attempt, but you don't need to keep doing this. The Le Vert is nice, but it's nothing groundbreaking. Do you know how it could have been? It is nice, and I'm undecided to whether I'll get that. Again, I've already tried that once. But the boozy ones are obviously what Killian's history is, what he's known for, and that. But too many can be a bad thing. And yes, they are very well made, beautiful, great fragrances, very likable. But they're not anything unique, anything different. And maybe Killian doesn't have that many like that. But when he does stuff, yeah, actually, saying that, a lot of things are original. I mean, Good Girl Gone Bad, etc. Love Don't Be Shy. These set trends, didn't they? Back to Black. There's nothing ever I've smelt come close to that or quite like that. So they are able to do it and do it well, but now it seems to be drifting down the path of just making lots of money, which is a shame. And this is my favourite brand. I'm not slagging them off, but I wonder whether this is Killian's sort of his dream of luxury, giving us luxury, something brilliant, something that will last forever, something that will keep one to wearing, something that will make us stand out. Or whether this is maybe that big company, Estee Lauder, who are kind of pushing must sell. Only time will tell, eh? But yes, that's my long answer to that, sure. Why haven't I created a fragrance basically yet? It'll probably be called something Snowdrop first. That's the first one. Because I'm not a millionaire, I wouldn't make it myself. I'd never be able to do that, I know that, but I have ideas of perfumes I'd want to use, but the truth of the matter is that the sorts of fragrances I like and my taste and what I'd want in it would probably not sell enough to ever get anyone to make it for me. So that's the long and short of it. I think I'm probably a bit too different for that. Thank you. What was the last fragrance I got completely blown away by? It gets harder and harder, doesn't it, as we smell more and more. But I will say this year, most recently, it's been Eglantia from Nancy Mayland. It's a beautiful, fresh, unique, kind of aquatic fragrance. Amazing. And Swedoff's Bohemian, again. Oud, booze, woods, leather. Just, but done in such a unique, brilliant. It's so amazing, that fragrance. So yeah, them two. This is a tricky one, the most complex one I've kind of come across. I suppose it's kind of an obvious one, isn't it? It's probably Interlude Man. Now it's one of them big beasts that I'm not sure whether I don't like it, but I appreciate it as being one of why Amouage are so famous. And that is it's this layers of the burnt bonfire herbs, which is the aspect I don't like, the smoke, the oud, the leather. There's so many facets, and you will get something very different each time. But that's kind of a quick, easy one just to go for that everybody knows. I suppose it's a bit linked to the other one, so I won't repeat them. But best smelling frag I've got in my collection. My favourite is probably Rolling in Love, isn't it? Back to Black will be up there. But you know what? If best selling, kind of taking it a subjectively, objectively view, let's go for Dupont. Why not? It's one of the best smelling fragrances I've ever smelled. It's no masterpiece, but it's beautiful, it's well known, everybody knows it. It's one of the best selling fragrances of all time as well, isn't it? Which kind of shows. It's nearly 40 years old, is it? 30 years old? 30 years old. You know, come on, it's everybody instantly recognises it. Most normal people love it, maybe not in our frag community. And I suppose chucking in with that, Aventus has to be there. Again, we're all bored of it, we don't like it, but look at its success. I have enough of Aventus in my collection. So yeah, that's the last question. Thanks folks. So yes, it's the end of the video really. Thanks again to everyone who sent the questions in. I shall leave the Instagram-y link things as best I can somewhere of most of the people, not all the people. I mean, no, I don't want to see your camera. Thanks for the offer anyway. I also don't want to buy Instagram followers or check out your page to buy car exhausts, etc. Thanks for the offer though, much appreciated. But I thank you to everyone. Again, I know we're not the most exciting, but something a bit different, isn't it? Just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. Obviously I'll go back to badly reviewing fragrances on the next one or two, but something different. Cheers folks, thanks for watching. Well, as I suppose, you know, if you've got any more questions, if they didn't cover all bases, always feel free to ask me. You don't need to leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, whatever, DM me, just ask me, whatever. Thank you folks. Yeah, bye bye.